9 signs she's hiding her feelings for you. A little spark might have ignited last summer, but now you're stuck trying to figure out if she feels the same way. While getting rejected by someone you like is tough, it can be even harder for her to risk rejection from someone she admires. She might be sending you mixed signals, leaving you questioning her intentions. If this resonates with you, stick around, because we're breaking down 9 signs she could be suppressing her feelings for you. 1. Left on read. One of the most common signs that she's hiding her feelings is when she consistently leaves your messages on seen without replying. It might feel frustrating, but her silence could be more about her than you. This isn't necessarily a sign of disinterest. Instead, it could mean she's processing her emotions and figuring out what to say. She might be unsure about how to respond because she's worried about revealing too much or saying the wrong thing. Leaving you hanging gives her a chance to gauge your level of interest and see if you're willing to keep the conversation going. Think of it as her way of testing the waters without making herself vulnerable. On the flip side, she might also be overthinking your actions just as much as you're analyzing hers. Why hasn't he texted again? Does he even care? These thoughts might lead to a cycle of second-guessing, causing her to pull back even further. Instead of assuming the worst, try being patient and consistent. A well-timed follow-up text or a casual check-in might be all she needs to feel reassured that you're genuinely interested. But remember, there's a fine line between persistence and pressure, so tread carefully. 2. Mixed signals in communication. Have you noticed that her communication patterns seem inconsistent? One day she's replying instantly and enthusiastically. The next, it feels like she's vanished into thin air. This back and forth can be confusing, but it often reflects her internal struggle rather than a lack of interest. Her inconsistent responses might be a way of testing boundaries or creating space to sort through her emotions. For instance, she might agree to hang out one week and then suddenly seem too busy the next. It's not that she doesn't enjoy spending time with you. It's that she's likely unsure about how much she should let her feelings show. This behavior could also indicate a fear of getting hurt. By pulling back occasionally, she's protecting herself from becoming too emotionally invested too quickly. It's her way of controlling the pace of the connection while figuring out how you feel about her. If you're serious about her, this is your chance to step up. Be consistent in your actions and words, and let her know you're interested without coming on too strong. This reassurance can help her feel safe enough to drop her guard and open up more. 3. Stiff body language. Body language can reveal a lot about someone's emotions, even when their words don't. One telltale sign that she's hiding her feelings is stiff or overly controlled body language. For instance, when you walk into a room, she might suddenly straighten up, avoid eye contact, or clench her jaw as if she's trying to suppress a smile. These subtle behaviors often stem from nervousness or excitement. She might feel flustered when you're around, but doesn't want to make her feelings obvious by keeping her movements tight and neutral. She's attempting to mask her emotions, but this overcompensation can be a clear sign that she's more affected by your presence than she lets on. 4. Over-apologizing. If she's constantly apologizing for things that don't really require an apology, it's a strong sign that she cares about how you perceive her. For instance, she might say sorry for taking a bit too long to reply, even if she had a valid reason, like a dead phone battery or being busy with family. This over-apologizing could stem from her fear of disappointing you or giving the wrong impression. When someone likes you but is unsure about expressing their feelings, they tend to overcompensate by being overly polite or cautious. In her mind, every little interaction with you matters, so she tries her best to maintain a positive image. Her over-apologizing isn't just about manners, it's about her feelings for you. By being patient and reassuring, you can help her feel more comfortable being herself around you. 5. What-if scenarios. One of the ways she might hide her feelings is by bringing up hypothetical what-if scenarios in conversations. For example, she might say, "What if we're too different?" or "What if things don't work out between us?" While these statements might sound pessimistic, they're often a reflection of her inner fears and insecurities. When a girl starts imagining the worst-case scenarios, it's usually because she's afraid of losing something she deeply values. In this case, her potential connection with you. Instead of openly admitting her feelings, she might deflect by focusing on the uncertainties of the future. This is your opportunity to provide reassurance. Let her know you're not worried about what-ifs and that you value the connection you share. By showing her that you're confident and optimistic about where things could go, you can help ease her doubts and make her feel more secure. 6. Jealousy over other girls. Jealousy is another strong indicator that she might be hiding her feelings. If you have female friends or interact with other women, pay attention to how she reacts. Even if she says she's fine, her tone, expressions, or body language might suggest otherwise. She might downplay her jealousy by offering a cold or indifferent response when you mention another girl. This reaction isn't about controlling you, it's about her fear of being overlooked or replaced. Her jealousy often stems from insecurity and the fear that you might not feel the same way about her. Small gestures like prioritizing her in conversations or inviting her to join group activities can help ease her worries. Recognizing that jealousy comes from a place of care can help you respond with empathy and help her feel more secure. 7. Comparing you to her best friend. If she frequently brings up her best friend in conversations and compares the two of you, this could be a sign she's testing the waters. For example, she might say, "You and my best friend have such similar senses of humor," or "You remind me so much of my best friend." While it might seem like a casual comment, there's usually a deeper reason behind it. This behavior often stems from her fear of rejection. By bringing up her best friend, she's trying to gauge your reaction. She might wonder if you'd be interested in her friend, or if you see any similarities between you two. It's a way for her to assess how you feel without putting herself in a vulnerable position. 8. Compliments with a twist. When she compliments you but follows it up with a hint of doubt, it's a strong sign she's conflicted about her feelings for you. For example, she might say, "You look amazing today, but I don't think we're a match." These mixed messages often come from her internal struggle between liking you and worrying about whether the two of you are compatible. Her doubts could stem from insecurities about herself or fears that the relationship might not work out. She might be overanalyzing everything from your sense of humor to your life goals. By focusing on the positives and reassuring her that relationships are about growing together, not about being perfect from the start, you can help ease her concerns and help her feel more comfortable being honest about her feelings. 9. Convincing herself she doesn't like you. One of the most confusing signs is when she actively tries to convince herself and others that she doesn't have feelings for you. You might overhear her telling her friends, "There's nothing going on between us," or "He's just a friend." But don't take these words at face value. They're often more about her internal struggle than her actual feelings. This behavior is common when someone is trying to suppress emotions they're not ready to confront. She might tell herself that she doesn't like you as a way to protect her heart. By denying her feelings, she creates a safety net in case things don't work out. Be patient and supportive. Over time, she might feel more comfortable dropping the facade and being honest about how she feels.